What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Takara Tomy MP-52 Plus Thundercracker version 2.0, or so they call him. He's really 3.0, but on the box it says 2.0, so that's what I'm going to call him. This is the next in the Seeker molds, so this is basically the same as the MP-52 Starscream, which we'll come in and take a look at and compare with this guy. This was sent to me by Toy Dojo. Thank you, Toy Dojo, for getting this out to me so quickly. I really like doing business with them. They always do a good job at shipping on time and safely every time. So we're going to take a look at this guy. The main thing I want to do today is talk about the differences between this and the original MP-52 Starscream release. I think that's what people are most interested in. I will still go through a full review of all the accessories and everything that comes with it, but I think that my main goal is to tell you what's different or what's not different. So let's first start off with the collector's card. So this is actually different. The artwork here is definitely new. I don't know if it's a new artist or if it's just a new background or a new approach, but that looks really good. Here's the back. I must have just bent this, but there you go. Nice looking card. I like how it looks, and there's the back. You get the tech specs. So there's the standard face you get, just a straight face, no smile. You can tell the color here is like a more lighter gray than the original Starscream. And to change out the face, you just lift up the head and then pull the face straight off, and we'll get the other faces on there. He does have metallic red for the eyes. And there it is with the slight smile. Hard to tell, but this is just a slight smile compared to the straight face. And there he is with the bigger smile, so this is unique. By the way, these faces are different. Other than the straight face, all of these faces you're seeing are different from what you got with MP-52s. That's nice that they gave you some distinguishing faces. And finally, you kind of get this yelling face where he's scared or whatever. I kind of like this. Again, it allows you to set them apart from each other. So you can have Starscream look different from Thundercracker, but not only in color, but also just in the expression. Of course, you also get this stand here. It's the exact same stands that we got with the MP-52 Starscream. Basically, two panels that go together. You have to put it together and assemble it. I showed that in my previous review. You also get the same adapter piece. So in robot mode here, it fits on the back, on this little panel right there. It is a tight fit, but you can get that in there. And then this attaches to here. Right, and there you go. Just a quick pose. I don't want to take too much time here. But you can take these Blastivex, which come with it. So they're yellow now instead of the purple that we got with Starscream. You pull down on his heels. That'll give you that access to put those in. So he can be kind of flying off with this. There you go. And again, I'm not great at posing with this stuff, but just want to show you can do it. And then you also get these blast effects here. So these are also different from the original. Actually, I'll just bring one out here. So here's the purple effect you got with Starscream, and this one's more of a pinkish purple. But these can go into here, and he can be blasting some Autobots or whatever. All right, now let's talk about the figure. And I think one of the million-dollar questions that everybody wants to know is, did they change anything? Did they improve anything? So first off, before I answer that question, I want you to know I don't have any issues on my Starscream. So a lot of people had loose knees. Mine are okay. They're not super tight, but they're not loose either. People also had loose ankles. My ankles are fine. One thing I did discover after is this heel actually balances a lot better if you push the heel backwards like this, right? Then the foot has much better balance, and that's because it stops this from rotating. If you push that in, it gives a lot more room. So if you do have a loose joint there, pushing that out will help you a little bit with some balance. Now, I have to say, I don't have the issues that other people are having with him falling over or whatever. You know, I can just put him down and it's fine. But I do recommend you push those ankles out a little bit. So as far as that's concerned, they have not made any changes. The ankles are the same. The knees have that same ratchet. They're now tighter or looser. They're about the same. And then these ankles also are still on a pin joint. And that pin joint is still about the same loose. Mine is not loose, but no change or improvement there. Now again, I don't have the issue that people have originally, but I can say it's about the same. Now what they did fix is the arms. So the arms had a couple issues. So number one, this panel you can see pops open and it just won't stay closed. And the other thing, which is the back of the arm, it tends to pop open. So you can try to put it back, but then as you manipulate this arm, sometimes it does pop open back here. Seems to be okay this time. I don't know. It's sort of random when it pops open. When it here, this one just did it. So you can see it came off that joint, and it's not supposed to. It's only supposed to bend right here. On the new Thundercracker, we have elbows that do bend. They're nice and tight, but you can see this back joint is not moving. It's staying together. Let's check this one. That one seems okay too. They do still tend to pop off if you really mess with it, but it seems okay. And then this panel here does appear to be fixed. Now I'm not sure if they remolded it or it's just the paint that's making it work, but it does stay closed. When I first did it, I did get a click. Now I'm not really getting a click, but let's see. Yeah, it just stays closed. So I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know if they remolded it or it's just the paint that's helping, but both sides stay closed. And this is after a couple transformations. So I guess they made an improvement there. I can't really tell. It could be just paint. So that's really the differences. There really aren't any. As far as the color is concerned, that's one thing that people are concerned about. It does look light. The blue is basically the exact same blue as you see on Starscream's arm. So that's the blue they use. So if you're trying to figure out and you haven't gotten this guy yet and you're curious what his color is, that's what it is. It's the exact same blue that you see right here. So that's what you can expect. A lot of people think maybe he's too light. So let's put the G1 image over there so you can take a look. And for me personally, it is a little bit light when compared to that cartoon model, animation model. Now, there are some scenes in the G1 cartoon where he was a little bit lighter like this. For me personally, I don't mind. I think it looks good. Maybe they were trying to go with a lighter color because they've always gone with a darker color. But I do think it looks good. I do also like the red and white stripes there, the upside down symbols there. The gray here with the darker gray in the middle, that all looks right. This cockpit piece here, according to that picture, should be more yellow. Here it's the same orange as Starscream. And the black and the light blue, that's pretty accurate. Same for this. That all looks right. Here's the back. Although there is some stuff going on here, I do still like the design of the back. I think that looks good. All right, since the articulation is exactly the same as the original MP-52, then we're going to skip that. Other than the one thing I mentioned, it seems that the bicep is a little bit more stable when you bend the elbow. So we won't go over that. The transformation is also exactly the same. However, it does come in jet mode, and we covered from jet mode to robot mode in my previous review. So today, we're going to go from robot mode to jet mode. So if you are interested in the other direction, just go ahead and watch my MP-52 Starscream review, which will be linked at the end of this video. All right, so we're basically going to reverse the process that we did for the MP-52. You can go ahead and take these. These are going to untap from here, and you can fold those down. They actually do kind of lock in place. I don't remember the MP-52 if that locked in or not, but go ahead and take these. They can shift forward and then tab in and kind of sit there. And you want to kind of press down on these. That might move again, but that's kind of what you want. Go ahead and take the arms, open up the bottom there, rotate this fist to the other side, and then fold that in. And go ahead and close up that forearm. Same on this side. Open this up. Rotate the fist around. Fold that in. Fold. Why aren't you folding? Here we go. And then close that up. We're going to leave that for now. You can open up these panels. You can actually take them off if you prefer, but you can also transform it with it on there. It works either direction. All right, next we'll get these wings out of the way. So go ahead and open these panels up here. And you might want to hold the black piece down while you pull it out, just so you're not putting any additional stress on these joints here. I still don't have any cracks or anything. I know there's people that have that, but I don't have those. But just to prevent that, put hold those down. Go ahead and fold. Let's see. Unfold this from here. So this is tab right here. So you're going to unpeg this from there. And you may benefit from using a spudger. So I'm going to do that. There we go. And that's going to also release from here. So you can use a spudger for that as well. And that gives you a whole bunch of space to work with. All right, so you can have that kind of folded up. We can just fix the rest of this. So take that flaps, fold those in. Take this. That's going to peg down into here. And you should be able to get it kind of flat. It's a little bit tough, but you can get it in. So there you go. All right, we can leave this. Actually, we can rotate this around. Tail fin. And leave that like that for now. All right, same on this side. Go ahead and open this up. I'm going to unpeg all this from here. So again, I recommend a spudger or something to free this from here, so you're not putting stress on the plastic unnecessarily. All right? Come to the back, open up these flaps, fold this down, and tab that in. Straighten out this tail fin piece here. Straighten this up and then rotate this around. Right. Next, go ahead and take this panel here. That's going to rotate to the inside. And then take this panel and rotate that out. When you come to the bottom here, you take these, and these should be able to fold straight now. Alright, and we got those wings kind of taken care of, and they're out of the way, so we can work on this. Actually, they're kind of in the way. So, let's get this folded. Let's see. Upwards like that. Alright, go ahead and take this panel, unpeg this from here. So that's going to release this piece here. And this is probably the trickiest part of the entire thing. So you just want to put some caution into this. You can take this panel here and rotate that away. Up and away. Let's see. Did I screw myself here? No. I think we're still okay. Alright. Come to the back here. Pull this panel out. And you can actually kind of help it by pushing down here and pulling up at the same time. Alright, there we go. So I pulled that up and away. You can see it has that little play there. Take these panels, straighten those up. We're going to rotate the nose cone and then rotate this so it straightens up. Take the entire thing. You do have to squeeze his ears in so you can make it around this corner here. So just squeeze those ears in, and that's going to allow you to flip the entire thing around to the other side. And hopefully that looked okay on camera. I didn't realize if that did or didn't show across. Go ahead and take this, come inside here, and open up the seat there. And again, you might need a spudger or something, or you could just reach in with your fingers. All right, straighten that up. This is going to come down and peg together. Make sure you have both sides straight. There we go. And now we're ready for this back part here. So just leave this here for now. We'll take care of that in a little bit. Come to the back here. You can fold these upwards and out of the way for now. Alright, so we do have to take care of these ab panels here. So make sure you have it straight, otherwise these won't fold. Yeah, go ahead and take these panels, fold those up. And I guess we want his head up a little bit. And then take this and fold that down. Alright, same on this side. Show that again. Take these panels, make sure his abs are straight, otherwise you will have a hard time clearing that piece right there. Fold that up, and then fold that panel down. Now that you have that, you can put the head kind of back down, and straight. All right, now that we have the ab panels in there and folded up, we'll take care of these arms. Before we do that, we have to fold these down here on this joint. That'll allow you to take this and flip that around. It gives you the clearance. So actually do that on both sides. Get those down and then get these wings flipped around so you can clear that. That's really the best way. And once you have that cleared, now we can take care of the arms. So we're going to fold the arms back in. Make sure you have the abs straight. Fold that in. And then the arm's going to be in this configuration with the forearm face down. And that's going to tab in on the bottom there. There's a lot going on. It's hard to show on camera. There you go. Same on this side. Fold this joint in and then fold this arm inwards, similar to the other one, and get that tabbed in underneath. And it's a little bit blind because you've got to get it tabbed in here on the bottom, so you can't really see what you're doing. You're going to get that tabbed in there. Right, these you can just kind of fold downwards for now. We'll take care of that in a minute. You take this panel here, and this is going to come up through here and peg into the front of the jet here. There we go. All right, now we'll take care of the legs. Go ahead and come down to here and pop this panel out. And the legs are kind of cool how they transform. I like how they did this. Go ahead and get this. Which way do we want this? Yeah, turned around. So you have it, the flat side on the outside. This can just sit here, you can kind of straighten that up. We'll take care of that a little bit later. Come to the leg here, and we want to collapse this knee down, so just slide this down on the slider until you get down to there. And then this is going to get pushed inwards, so you can actually straighten up the heel there, but take this panel, and that's going to accordion inwards like that. Take this panel, push that in, unpeg the toe from the foot here, and I just recommend holding here and opening it this way. And that's going to fold in like that. And we're pretty much done with this leg. You can take this and fold that up and tab that back in. It's also going to tab on the inside of the foot here. There's a tab right there and a slot right there. Make sure you get that one in. And get this into here. And there's one leg basically ready to go. Just leave it downwards because we're going to have to fold it up. All right, same on this side. Go. If you want at this point, you can actually tab them together. So these two should come together here. And I recommend pushing here. Pushing here will probably flex the plastic, so I recommend pushing on the top. All right, so both of them. And then these can come down and peg into the back here. These panels are going to push together. Push that in. All right, now come to the back here. Make sure these are down. You're going to take these legs and they're going to move upwards into position. And make sure you have the side wings straight. Oh. Go ahead and take this. This is going to peg down into the side of the legs. All right, once you have all of this kind of lined up, you're going to take these and they're just going to flip up and tab in like that. Same on this side. Go to the bottom here, and I didn't mention this. There's two little tabs on the side of this panel, which are going to go down here. And there's actually two slots on the side of the chest pieces there. So get that in, and make sure those slots get in and kind of lock in place. You might have to squeeze it together to get it to lock, but this should lock into place underneath here. All right, last step, go ahead and take these, rotate this to the back, and then this is going to peg in right there on the bottom of the wing. And just make sure when you install this, you have the pin on the bottom so you don't see that huge pin on the top. All right, so same on this side, get this rotated and then peg it into the back of the wing. And there you have MP-52 plus Thundercracker in his jet mode. Love the way it looks. I think it looks really nice. You can take the landing gear here. So go ahead and open this. Open that up. Close that. On the back here, open up this panel. Flip this open, and then you can grab in here, get that, and then close that. So exactly the same as the Starscream design. And these do lock in place. Does roll very nicely on those wheels. You do still get the opening cockpit. It looks like I have a little scrape here. I don't know if I did that or if that was like that. A little bit of a scratch there. But that does open up. You can put an Archival in there if you want. It's got the purple seat just like the Starscream. And for a quick size comparison, there it is next to a Fans Toys Goose there, jet here. Just to show you, it is actually very similar. We already looked at this when we looked at the MP-52. Basically the same length, same height, same width. Looks really good next to some other Masterpiece style jets. And of course you can put the jet in the display stand, and if you want to you can take these blast effects here and get those attached so that he's flying through the air. That's really cool. Now another cool little thing which was really smart of them was to engineer these stands so they can attach to each other. So you can see they just kind of peg together, and just like that. Now you can have them side by side. So if you wanted to, you could have one jet, you know, up high and one kind of down low or something like that. I just think it was a smart thing to do. So you can have three of them together on a stand side by side. So final thoughts on MP-52 plus Thundercracker. Let's start with the positives. I think it looks really nice. I like the color scheme, the paint scheme overall. The blue is a little bit on the light side compared to the cartoon image, but in person, in hand, I really like the colors. It stands out and it just looks really nice. I also do like the change in the color scheme for the blast effects. Those both look good, both the yellow and the pinkish here. And I like the gimmick they gave you to combine these flight stands together for a display where you can have all three kind of together. That's really neat. Negatives wise, you don't really get anything new here. In fact, you actually lose a couple things. You lose the Megatron gun, and then you lose a couple of faces that you got with MP-52 Starscream. So the price point does seem a little bit high compared to what you're getting in the box when you're actually losing a little bit from the original release. So I don't love that. The other thing I don't love is they haven't really given you the coronation set. I think putting the coronations at separate as a mail away for Japan only is, you know, kind of sucks. You know, it sucks that we can't get it. I think putting little pieces of it with Thundercracker and Skywarp would have been a better way, you know, so you get a little bit with each, and that way they're not giving up too much with each figure. But that's a little bit of disappointment. Other than that, I really like it. I do recommend it. As of this review, I think Toy Data has one left on the website. It'll probably be sold out by the time I put up this video. But I do recommend it. I do like the look of the robot and jet overall. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.